36-inch Worldlawn Venom. I won this machine at the GIE Expo, and I just wanted to go over it for everybody because I know they're not a big company, but they definitely are worth checking out. So I'm going to grab the camera, go around, show you some things I like, don't like, and help you make a better decision. Alright guys, so here it is. I won this machine at the 2017 GIE Expo. A lot of companies were giving away machines. Gravely, you know, Billy Goat was giving away a leaf loader. Jacobson was giving away a machine as well. Unfortunately, I'm from Rhode Island, so I think it was Rhode Island and California and I don't know, maybe Utah, some random state. You are not allowed to enter, which is you know, not cool, but it is what it is. Fortunately, I was allowed to win one from Worldlawn, and I did. The people at the expo were great. I just want to do a quick overview of this machine. Let you guys know what I think about it. It has about 10 hours on it now. I've run it on some big lawns just to see, you know, where I would normally run my Gravely 52 Pro stance. Just see how quick this machine was, and I got to tell you that this machine moves. So, as you can see in the back, it has a nice comfortable pad. The stance of this machine, much better. I wasn't really a big fan of the 52-inch Venom. I felt the hydraulics were a little sluggish compared to these integrated transmissions they have in this 36. The machine, you know, I still felt comfortable on it, and the machine looked well built. It just wasn't to my liking. I'm used to the Gravely. So this is the Venom 36. It is made by Worldlawn. They also own Encore. This machine comes with a Kawasaki FS600V. I think it's pretty standard on most of the 36-inch standards across the board. I think Skag runs them. Gravely, I know, definitely runs them. You can see it has a nice big heavy-duty muffler guard on the top, which you know, is obviously pretty important, especially leaf season. Keeps a lot of the debris from landing on the muffler, potentially starting a fire. I believe this has a 3-gallon tank. I filled it once at the beginning of the week, and I just filled it up at the end of the week, so this thing sips gas. The deck has a nice slant in the front, very durable. So, what I like about it, it cuts nice, it's fast, it looks good. Nice tires, nice and wide, it's stable on hills. I didn't take it on anything too extreme, but I definitely wouldn't fare taking it on some larger hills. See what it can do. This back pad, it pulls right up and it gives you access to the battery, back of the gas tank, the control levers. It's also held up, which is cool. It keeps the pad from falling and hitting you in the head when you're trying to work back there. This machine came in a crate. The only thing I really had to do was hook up the negative or the positive battery. I think it was a negative battery wire. Alright guys, here's the back of the machine. Once you take this plate off right here, just a couple wing nuts, you can see here's everything. Here's the power plant. Everything's very accessible. Real good design. As most of you guys watching this video know, the most important thing is, you know, being able to fix things on the fly. I don't care what machine you have, things break. She had oil in it, ready to go. Yeah, put some gas in it, fired right up. It tracked perfect right out of the box, so I didn't have to mess with any levers or anything like that. This filler neck comes out the side. There is no gas gauge on this machine, which at first I was like, it's kind of a bummer, but the opening's so large on this tank, this funnel, that you can really just take a peek inside and see how much gas you got.
So that might be why they decided not to. This machine also has on the fenders nice little foot platforms. So if you're riding along the side of a hill, you can shift your weight over, put your foot on there to help with stability. You might notice this machine, and I'll probably keep referencing the Gravely mowers. A, because I own them, and B, because they actually are eerily similar in stance and design. I know a lot of the new ones coming out now have this design. I know the V-Ride 2 is now starting to look more like a right stander. They're pushing the platform from a flip up, which just has a nice little latch right here. Locks that up. There's your springs down there. Comfortable ride. I'm a pretty big guy, so there's no worries with that. Machine also has anchor points, so you're throwing it on an open trailer on either side, in the front and back. You got a nice little spot where you can tie it down, which that was definitely well thought out and a good idea. You don't want to see your mower flying off the trail on the highway doing 65. The other thing I didn't really like about this machine, besides, the only thing aesthetically I didn't like was it looked like, they probably used this top frame for multiple size standers, and it looks like they just, they could have dressed this up a little bit, maybe put some solid plugs in there, paint match, so it didn't look like it just had a bunch of holes drilled in there for no reason. Maybe even cover it up with a nice Venom sticker or something, just to, when you walk up to the machine, you want to be impressed. You don't want to notice little things like that. The other thing I noticed was this brake handle. Now it's a brake handle, so I'm not going to go too far about how disappointed I am with it. But I think they could have did something a little better than this cheesy little, angle iron or flat iron that's bent. I don't know. It just kind of feels a little cheap to me. And when you're just checking out stuff in a dealership and you don't really have time to run it, and you just got to make a purchase based on your best thoughts, that might be something that throws you off. But I'm here to tell you that shouldn't be a concern, because this machine is definitely well built. It's easy to raise and lower the deck. The console is pretty standard. Hour meter, choke, throttle. Got your PTO right there, key, and your deck height adjustment. What's really nice about this deck height adjustment is there's no pins or anything. You can pretty much just change your deck height on the fly. Right now I'm in transport mode. It's all the way up. It's got a little button. And basically all you're going to do is, when it's in transport mode, you can spin the dial to whatever, height you want. So if you want it at 4 inches, you set it at 4, lower the deck, boom, you're at 4 inches. Okay. Bring it back. You go into a different customer's yard and they want 2.5. They request 2.5 inches every time. Just spin it. Boom. Drop the deck. There you go. You're ready to start cutting. Pretty standard stuff. This is the left side of the machine is basically your dead man switch or operator presence sensor. This right side's up, but I can't figure out why. It doesn't do anything. There's no reason for it to be sitting up. It makes it harder to drive one-handed if you're trying to, maybe pick up some sticks and get back to the trailer or something. So I would like to see this just be fixed down. I'd also like to see the bars be a little, they're not even as wide as my finger. So they definitely feel tiny. It doesn't really hurt hand fatigue or anything, but like I said, if you're at a dealership and you're looking at this and you're like, oh, the bars feel small, or you know, it might feel a little insignificant. It might not be the machine you choose because of that. You know, so that's just something to, you know, think about, especially Worldlawn. You know, I think they're doing a great job. I think they did a great job putting this machine together. If they just did a couple small things to help make it seem a little more durable, then I think it would go a long way, because this deck is a monster. Shot of underneath the deck. It's all thick gauge steel. You know, we've been cutting a lot of wet grass over the last week. I haven't had a chance to scrape it yet, but you can tell there's really not much buildup. There's that common buildup that you get behind this little flashing. All my machines seem to do it. On this left side of the deck over there, there's really not much. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive for the amount of wet grass that we've been cutting. You can see under here we have a skid plate, you know, protect the hydraulics. Most of the stuff's right there. So the clutch is smooth. As soon as I kick the blades on, there's no jump. It's just very smooth. It throws grass at least 12 feet, which helps disperse it big time. I mean, lawns that we normally bag, I was able to just side discharge this week, and you couldn't even tell. The other thing, I don't know if this is by accident. I think it might have to do with the way they use Worldlawn does their bagging system. I'm pretty sure it's a plate with a cloth bagger. Well, for me, it made it easy to grab my accelerated grass catcher, drill that hole up in the front that's already there just a little wider, and boom, took me about 2 minutes. I had my grass catcher all set up, and we're out cutting grass. They are 18 by 8.5 by 10. So these rims, you can tell they're kind of a low profile. Fuel filter. Starter's located down there, pretty standard. Nice cup holder and a little bin. Throw my phone up in here while I'm listening to my beats cutting grass. So that works out pretty good. Greasable front wheels. Here's the deck. Give you a quick look. My favorite feature of this mower is the access panel. Every other mower I had to sit there and twist those wing nuts off to get down there and take a look, see what's going on. This just goes up and down. It doesn't rattle. It's nice. It's a great design. This front spindle actually has a nice guard on the front. A lot of my other machines, they don't have really anything protecting the front. This might be because it's pulley so far forward that they want to make sure they protect it. So they did. Get a look at underneath. There's the clutch back there. These belts are thick. Definitely no joke. The pulley covers, they come right off. You don't have to twist them all the way out. You just give it a couple turns, loosen it up a little bit. And boom. Blow the grass out, do whatever you need to do. I do not see grease zerks on these, and I'm pretty sure it's because they're sealed spindle units. They're nice because you don't have to screw around with the grease, and they're pretty easy to rebuild if you need to rebuild them. Alright guys, so to close this out, probably going to ask, you know, if I had to buy this machine, would I do it all over again? And the answer is absolutely yes. I can't reiterate enough how well it cuts, how comfortable it is. I've driven every machine out there that's a standard,
and it's right up there. It's not a fall off at all. It's not a cheap brand. They make it right in Nebraska. They put it all together over there. You know, you're getting a Kawasaki engine, Parker hydraulics. There's nothing cheap about this machine at all. The value you're getting is substantial. I do need to do a follow-up video. I'm thinking maybe next year. You know, I might put up some more videos in between now and then. I might do a review on my Gravely as well, because I do love that machine. I'll do a follow-up in a year. I'll let you guys know if the cut quality is staying the same, the durability of the machine, if anything had to be replaced, if you know, maybe if I put anything in warranty, let you guys know how that worked out. My dealer down the street, Precision Saw and Mower in Warwick, Rhode Island. They do an unbelievable job. They are a Worldlawn dealer. He doesn't really carry the machines, but he is a dealer for them, so I know I can get parts through him. I already spoke to him. He actually helped me get the machine off the back of the pickup truck, which was huge, because it was shipped freight. Worldlawn took care of that as well, so they shipped it to me for free, sent me the machine. I definitely felt a little obligated to do a review on this, because there are not many reviews on this machine at all. So that said, you know, moving forward, I'm gonna finish this video out with some cut videos, maybe some photos, let you guys get a a better idea what this machine's capable of, and I hope you enjoy it. If you want to see more, just subscribe, like the video, appreciate it. Thanks.